everyone, I am Kim the Introvert and I'm back with a story time video. So today I will be talking about two stories that happened when I worked at Baskin-Robbins / Dunkin Donuts. I did a previous video talking about the interview process and just my overall experience when I worked there, and then these are the two videos that I said I was going to, or the two stories I said I was going to talk about in another video. So here it is. Okay, so I don't know which one to go first. I have it written down on in a notebook in front of me, so I'm just going to start with this first one. Okay, so back when I worked at DD/BR, they used to roll the dough themselves. So I don't know how the heck they do it now. I don't know if the donuts come in frozen and then they put the icing on it. I don't freaking know. I don't know how it works now. This was a long time ago. So when I worked there, they actually used to make the dough and like put the icing on and all that stuff for the donuts. They used to actually make the donuts at the location, and they used to do it at night. So when I would be leaving at the end of my shift, which was at like 10 o'clock, 10:30 p.m., the people, it was a man and a woman, they would come in and they would make the donuts for, it's kind of hard to say, they would make the new donuts. It's not really for the next day because it was a 24-hour location, so there was no next day. It was always open. But anyways, so I remember there was, number one, they did not use gloves at all. And I know in restaurants in general, they don't use gloves. Like in sit-down restaurants, they do not use gloves at all. They use gloves in fast food restaurants, but not in like sit-down restaurants. They do not use gloves. Okay, that's whatever. That's normal. But number two, I never saw those people wash their hands before they started making the donuts. So, yeah. Number three, there was this woman there. She was older, and she used to keep all her rings on. Okay, she would have like a handful of really pretty gold rings, and excuse me, and she would like little hands on the flower, all that stuff. But like her jewelry was still on. Like what? Take your jewelry off. Like I take my jewelry off when I'm just washing my hair. Just take your jewelry off. That's kind of gross. Like lint gets in your jewelry, like dirt, hair products, lotion, like stuff gets kicked up on jewelry. She didn't care. Anyways, but she was a habitual nose picker. Okay, I don't even think habitual is the word for it, because I have never seen someone dig in their nose as much as she did. Like, I mean, she, like, it wasn't like she would go like this, or, she would just, like, kind of, how people take the thumb, they go like this or whatever. I can't stand when people do that, but, like, when, people go like that with their nose, or, like, she wouldn't even, like this, or, like, no, she was actually, like, up in there, scratching her brain, coming back down to her spine, and then like weaving her way back out into the other nostril. But like it was constant. It wasn't like, oh, my allergies, roll the dough, roll the dough, roll the dough. A few minutes later, oh, my allergies, roll the dough, roll the dough. No, it was like dig, 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 roll, 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 dig, 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 roll, 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 dig, 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 roll. Like, I guess she thought that was the seasoning. Like, I don't like that. I was so grossed out, and I'm like, oh my god, like no one said anything. No one cared that this woman was digging in her nose and putting whatever the hell she was getting down her nose into the dough in the donuts. Are you for real? Are you for real? That is so nasty. So I stopped eating Dunkin' Donuts for a very long time. Now, I'm not bashing Dunkin' Donuts, okay? This was a privately owned establishment, okay? These weren't, like, well, they were franchisees. It was franchised out. So, like, it wasn't corporate that hired these people to add extra seasoning and sugar and whatever in their donuts. Okay, it was the owners. The owners hired their family. It was a family that worked and owned the location. So, yeah. So that they weren't going to say anything to her because, yeah. But yeah, I'm just like, yo, she is like cleaning her brain right now. What is happening? Like, why is this okay? So yeah, I didn't eat Dunkin' Donuts for a very long, it took me such a long time to eat Dunkin' Donuts because I was like, oh my God. Number one, people don't use gloves. Number two, people don't wash their hands because I guess it's optional. And number three, this woman is adding, okay. Yeah, that's that story. Oh, and I remember one time where she was like, she had been digging in her nose, and I was like, I guess I got caught staring at her. She caught me staring at her, and she turns and looks at me and just smiles. Like, what? You just go, that's nasty. Like, ugh. Okay, story number 2. This one's actually, it's actually sad. And it might give away not who specifically owned the location, but what type of people owned the location. Yeah, because I don't really like to talk that. Just know that it was a family that owned the location. So, I did not witness this, but I was told this, and I don't think it's a lie. It would be a really weird lie to tell, But so there was a woman there, a young woman. She was maybe 20, 21. I don't even know. I'm not sure. I think she was in her early 20s though, and she was working, I believe, a late night shift, either early morning or late night. She was working there, and there weren't that many customers, and there weren't that many people on the shift at the time. There weren't that many employees on the shift with her. And I think it may have just been, I think it was just the family at that time. That's what it was. It was just the family and like one other non-family member co-worker who was there. All right. So, I believe the co-worker went to like the freezer or take out the trash, something like that. But they had stepped away. And so the young lady who was the family member was in the front of the store by herself. And a gentleman walked in and he needed whatever, donut, ice cream, coffee, whatever. And so she helped him. She served him and she checked him out. The family found out that she had helped a man and she was in the front of the store by herself. It was against their culture / religion for a young woman to be with a man by herself. And so they took her to the back of the store and they beat her because she had served, or no, not because she served him, but because she had been up there by herself with another man. And I was just like, are you serious? Like, I wasn't there. I was told when I came in for my shift, and I'm just like, oh my God, like, that's horrible. What was she supposed to do? Like, why, where were you? Like, where were all of y'all? You know, why was she up there by herself then, if that's such a problem? You know what? I'm not here to bash or disrespect anyone's culture or religion, but it just doesn't make sense to me, because not only could it have been avoided, like, I don't blame her because, again, I don't understand the culture or / religion, but like, if she's not supposed to be up there by herself, and you know you have men and women coming into your store, you know you have men and women clientele, then why not make it so that there's a man working up there, you know, during those hours when there's, you know, less co-workers working, or make it so that someone is with her or that she's monitored. Like, you know, something like it could have been avoided. She didn't have to get punished. But anyways, those are my 2 stories of when I worked at DD / VR. thank you for watching. I'm sorry it ended on such a terrible note, but yeah, bye guys.